20% of people with those mortgages are now not covering the total interest that's accruing. That means you guys are going backwards. It's a small number of people, but it's enough to be concerned about. And if you think you're in that boat, or if you're not sure, call and ask. We'll talk about it, try and figure out what it looks like for you guys, and give you some advice. I'm always happy to help with that. Another thing to think about, this change means that anybody that's opting for a variable rate now has a significantly higher stress test. That qualifying rate that we use when we're deciding what people can afford, it just keeps getting higher and higher with all these increases. So what that's meaning is a lot fewer people are choosing variable rate right now. That's not a good or a bad thing, that just is what it is. But it also means that the people that are choosing variable rates, they're actually really overqualified, or they have to be overqualified to be taking on that risk or taking on that rate right now. I still think there's a lot of really good reasons to be choosing a variable. You sort of have to look 6, 8, 10 months in the future for that to really make sense. But if history repeats itself, there's going to be a good case for sticking it out for those of us who are in variable right now, or people thinking about going into them. Now, that sort of ties into what we expect is going to happen next. Next big change that we're anticipating, or that the market, as we're going to call it, is anticipating based on what we're seeing in a couple of different financial markets right now, is a rate reduction as early as October. And that's not to say that's a guarantee. It's certainly far from a sure thing at this point. But based on everything that these economists and these forward-thinking markets think they know, they're expecting that before the end of this year, we're going to see the Bank of Canada reverse course and start bringing rates down again. So watch for that. Things can always change, and who knows what's going to happen over the spring and summer here. But if those indicators are right, we're going to see that before the end of this year, rates start creeping down a little bit. Now, the only other thing to watch for, and I touched on this really early on, is there is a very good possibility that some of you people out there are coming up for renewal in this year or two coming up. If you're in that boat, now is a really good time to reach out to us, have us take a look at that mortgage, see if there's any opportunities to make some changes, because what's happening, and I'm seeing this over and over with people right now, is we're having a lot of people coming out of a mortgage at 2 or 3 or maybe 3.5%. That was kind of the normal back in 2017, 2018 era. And they're going to renew at 5, sometimes even north of 5%. That's an awfully big payment change. So there are things we can do to adjust those payments at the renewal time. There are things we can do to look at other areas in your life where we can cut some costs or save some interest and help you guys get in a better position financially. If you're renewing at some point in the next 2 years, call, plan ahead. I'm always happy to make some time to talk about it and really sort of help you map out what to do when you get there, because I think it pays off to plan ahead right now. And we don't expect rates to be back down to 2 or 3% anytime soon. They're certainly coming down, but that 3% number that we're all sort of hoping for, that's maybe 2 years out. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get back there. And for anybody that's going to renew before that, we want to be strategic. We want to help you guys pick the right term so that it doesn't cost you any more than it has to. And one last thing I'll leave everybody with, and I'm hoping that this comes true, is next update from the Bank of Canada is going to be in March. There is right now only a 10% chance of any rate change is expected at that meeting. So hopefully by the time we hit March, I'll be coming back with another really short video telling you all that there's no changes. We're going to stay the course for a little longer, and we'll have some better insight in what's going on with the economy and what we're going to expect as the year goes on once we hit that point. That's it for this week. Don't be afraid to reach out. I know I say this lots, but if anybody ever has questions or if there's anything we can help with, definitely get in touch. I am more than happy to help. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.